Come on, guys. Let's now solve question number 11 from our September 2024 RTP of CA Foundation Accounting. This question is on incomplete records. Are you ready? Start ready. Shivam Enterprises maintains their books of accounts under single entry. Ayyo papa, single ante. What will we do? If we have too much of money and time, we don't mind converting that single entry to double entry. If they say immediate agbeku, then we'll do affairs. Sorry, statement of affairs method. You get that? So let's see what do they want us to do. They've given balance sheet previous years. Okay, come to the end of the question. What do they want? ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಆದ್ರೆ you are required to prepare trading and P&L account and balance sheet. Oh, we are converting that single entry to double entry. Congratulations, brother. You will convert single entry to double entry system. Shall we do it? Okay. Begin with the first item and go on posting it. Same like final accounts of sole proprietor. Keep trading P&L and balance sheet open. If there is an item with adjustment, please open ledger. Otherwise, post it straight to the respective place. To begin with, I have capital of 6,75,000. This would go to our closing balance sheet, but I would write it in inner column. Why? To this, I am supposed to add my current year profit, add additional capital, deduct drawings if there is any. So I would write in my trading account, in my balance sheet, capital. Maritini. My God, if I would have not corrected my statement in that span and would have been quiet for 10 more seconds, I would have been in hospital. Reason for the injury, by mistake opening capital opening stock ande Dr. Vilas ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದು ಯಾ ಹೊಡಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ನು ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ನಂದ ತಪ್ಪು trade creditors 7,57,500. Where do we write this trade creditors? We'll write it again in the balance sheet as liability. Hey, but this is opening trade creditors. During the year, there would be some purchases, there would be some payment. So we'll open one ledger for trade creditors. And there I would write purchase, payment, and then identify the closing balance. So for now, I'll open one trade creditors ledger. Trade creditors is liability, opening balance on the credit side. So opening ledger is the easiest and simplest thing that you can ever do. These do ledgers in NPO, final accounts, partnership, and incomplete records. Don't skip. Doing ledgers will save time. I mean it. Yeah, 3 months. Balance brought down 7,57,500. After this, we have outstanding expenses of 67,500. This is outstanding expense at the beginning of the year, not at the end of the year. Outstanding expense is liability. I'll open one expense ledger. Shall I open one expense ledger? I don't believe in writing expense paid plus outstanding minus opening outstanding add nothing. Outstanding expense is liability. Opening liability balance in my expense ledger, I'll write on the credit side as balance brought down. Can I do that? Come on, let's go to expense ledger. On the credit side in expense ledger, I will write by balance brought down. How much is opening? 67,500. Did you all get it? After I write this 67,500, now I'll go to asset side. Furniture and fixtures is 1,50,000. Now, is there any purchase and sale of all of this? I don't think there is any. So I will write this in the asset side of the balance sheet, but I will choose to write in inner column. Why? There might be at least depreciation, alva. So in the balance sheet, I will write furniture and fixtures. Inner column 1,50,000. Did everyone get it? What is after this? There is stock. This is opening balance sheet. So this stock is opening stock. Sir, where will closing stock be given? After the balance sheet. Okay. So this opening stock of 9,15,000, this will go to trading account. I'll take this all the way to my trading account and write to opening stock 9,15,000. Did everyone understand this? Very good. Opening stock of 9,15,000. Then I have trade debtors of 3,12,000. Trade debtors of 3,12,000 is opening debtors. During the year, there will be sales, there will be discount, there can be bad debts, there can be collection from debtors. We have to do all of these adjustments, then write the closing balance of trade debtors to my balance sheet. So for now, what would I do? I'll open one ledger, and in that ledger, I'll write my debtors as an asset on the debit side, 3,12,000. I'll open trade debtors ledger. On the debit side, I'll write balance brought down 3,12,000. Did everyone understand? After 3,12,000 trade debtors, we have prepaid insurance of 3,000. Oh, careful. They've given insurance separately and they've not included it in expenses. So payment also they should write other expenses separately, insurance premium separately. If they give expenses together, we should split it into how much is insurance premium, how much is others. Got that? You should write it separate. What would I do? Prepaid insurance is asset. Prepaid insurance is asset. I will open one separate ledger called insurance account, and there I'll write it on the debit side as opening balance 3000. I don't believe in plus minus adjustment, so I'd write here to balance brought down 3000. Did you all get it? Very nice. Then last item, cash in hand at bank 1 lakh 20. I would open one cash account and write 1 lakh 20. But I will not do. You know why? They have given cash account. Yay! If they would have not given this, I was supposed to open the ledger. They've already given cash. See, this 1 lakh 20 is already written here. So I won't prepare cash book. Why am I not preparing cash book? They've already given cash book. Don't forget to say thank you. Thank you or say sayonara. No, not sayonara. Konnichiwa. Arigato. Arigato Shivam Enterprises. You just tell them. Then let's go to the next item. We have cash sales. How much is cash sales? 1 crore 10 lakh 70. ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಾಸು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? In our trading account, I will write credit side by sales. Shall I write it? But sales can be two types. One no cash sales, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು credit sales. Now we know cash sales. How much? 1 crore 10 lakh 70. Sir, can I assume credit sales is 0? Hey, then why have they given debtors? Debtors is there, no? Ashtu Sundarvagi debtors is there. So that Sundari debtors is there means that there is credit sales. So don't write it as 0. We will identify it later. Just because you don't know doesn't mean that it's not there. What you don't know might still be there. Yeah, receipts from trade debtors. How much is receipts from trade debtors? 27 lakh 75,000. When you receive so much money from debtors, in cash book it is receipt. In debtors account it is credit. Why? Debtors will reduce, am I right? So in my debtors account, I will write on the credit side. What will I write in my debtors account? By cash and bank. How much? Very good. 27 lakh 75,000. Sir, another place, cash account debit side, already written. So you don't have to write separately. Okay, now, after this 27 lakh 75, come to payments. Payment to trade creditors. How much did you pay to trade creditors? 1 crore 24 lakh 83,000. This is payment. In cash account, payment. In your creditors account, we should write debit side. This is like in cash account, I written by trade creditors. In trade creditors account, I should write to cash. This is because the liability is decreasing. Okay, I'll write here 2 cash and bank. 1 crore 24 lakh 83,000. Artha aita? After this, Sundari expenses paid. Sundari, Sundari. See, they have not separately given insurance. Slightly be careful. Have they given separately insurance premium paid? What does that mean? This 9,31,050 will include insurance premium paid. 9,31,050 will include insurance premium, but we have opened 2 separate ledgers, one for expense, one for insurance. So we should split that. So I will not write 9,31,050 in the outer column, I'll write it in inner column. 9,31,050 paid is not P&L account expense straight. Why? There is outstanding expense adjustment in that. And we have opened one separate ledger called expense ledger. In cash account, I have written by sundry expense. In sundry expense, I will write to cash and bank. I will write that 9,31,50, but in inner column. Why am I writing 9,31,50 in inner column? Because this includes insurance expense. Sir, now you told, how will I get to know? If you have done practice, you will get to know. Why? Here they have given 2 separate expense, one the outstanding expense, one the prepaid insurance. I did not tell that here. I told it here only that this adjustment will be there later. This comes by practice. You get it? If a bowler has bowled 3 bouncers, you will be always on the heels, no? You should know that there is a yorker down the lane. 3 ball, no, 4 ball yorker haktare. Why? You will be on the heels, no? Trying to pull the ball, hook the ball, hit it in the air. So your legs are in the air, your bat doesn't come down. On the yakar, clean bird. Should be careful. Yeah, 3 bouncer ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಯಾಕರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿರಿ. Sundry expenses 931.50 will not just include normal sundry expense, it will also include insurance premium I have opened two separate ledgers, one for expense, one for insurance. I should eliminate that insurance premium from this 9,31,50 and write it in the insurance premium account. So I've written it in the inner column. Everyone understood now? You'll ask me now if you don't understand something. Drawings is 3,60,000. Drawings of 3,60,000 is money withdrawn for personal purpose. It is reduced in cash. It should be reduced from capital. So I don't know my capital closing balance yet. That has to be found after deducting this only. From my capital, I'll do less drawings. How much is the drawings? 3,60,000. Sir, can I write outside what is the closing balance? No, wait. But I have to still adjust for profit. Okay, there might be no additional capital, but there will be definitely profit or loss. Not necessarily profit or loss. Okay, now. Then cash in hand. This is closing cash balance. Where would I write this closing cash balance of 1,90,950? Very good. I'll write this in the balance sheet. Where would I write it? Balance sheet, cash and bank, 1,90,950. Understood? Very good. Now we're done with balance sheet as well as cash and bank account. We have little bit of the question pending. You read this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll be done with the answer. Always remember, solve the question in the order. Read the first line of the question, right? Read the second line of the question and write. Don't read full question and then mess up. Agodila. Line to line reading, line to line posting. Line to line reading, line to line posting. I have not read the complete question, so my answer is incomplete. The moment I read this last adjustment sales full stop, my answer will be ready. I only would have to find balance and figures. Are you getting it? This is how the answer should flow. If not, you will not know what you have solved and what you have not solved. Come on, first adjustment. Discount allowed to trade debtors and received from trade creditors amounted to 54,000 and 42,500 with Maryadi. Andre 54,000 is discount allowed, discount received is 42,500. First focus on 54,000. How much is the discount? 54,000. 54,000 what we allowed as a discount. What is the journal entry? Discount allowed is expense. Discount allowed account debit to debtors. What is the entry? Discount allowed account debit to trade debtors account. Discount allowed account debit to debtors account. So what would I do in my debtors account? In my debtors account, debtors will decrease. I'll write by discount allowed 54,000. And this 54,000 of discount allowed is expense. It should come in P&L account as expense. I'll take you all to my P&L account. In my P&L account, I'll write not in trading, okay, P&L. I'll write expense, discount allowed. How much? 54,000. In the same adjustment, they've given one more. Discount received is 42,500. Discount allowed is expense. Discount received is income. Sir, same line? No. Illi GP barate. You get this? I'll write one line below. Discount received. How much? 42,500. Did you understand? Discount received is income. What is the journal entry for discount received? Discount received is credited. Debit will be creditors. Journal entry is creditors account debit to discount received. Okay. Discount received is posted to P&L. Now I should write in my creditors account. Creditors. Illi creditors. I am supposed to pay my creditors 7,57,500. I paid 1 crore 24,83,000. Because I paid so much, they give me discount. How much? 42,500. Understood this? Sir, you question pay madadi. There is purchase. You will find it later. And we should also find closing balance. There are two items still waiting. Okay, na? Amele. Come to the next adjustment. Annual fire insurance premium is 5,000. Every year, how much is the fire insurance premium? 9,000. Was paid every year on 1st of August. Annual means you are paying for 12 months, but you are not paying on 1st of April. You are paying on 1st of August. If you pay on 1st of August, you will pay till 31st of July. If you pay on 1st of August, you will pay till 31st of July. Year ends in March. April, May, June, July. 4 months is prepaid. 4 months is understood. 9,000 is for how many months? 12 months. In that, how many months prepaid? 4. Do 9,000 into 4 by 12. 3,000. 3,000 you understood. That is the reason in the balance sheet, prepaid insurance is 3,000. Last year also we paid in August. Last year till March, okay. This year's April, May, June, July was paid last year. So last year it was prepaid insurance. For the current year it was opening prepaid. This year in August again I paid for 12 months. So means I paid for next 4 months. So opening prepaid insurance is 3,000. Closing prepaid insurance is also 3,000. Payment is 9,000. Expense is 9,000. Did you understand this? Okay. That 9,000 whatever is paid, no, that is already included in this 9,31,050. 9,31,050 sundry expense paid includes insurance premium paid. 9,31,050 sundry expense paid will actually include insurance premium paid. So ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ expenses I have written to cash and bank 93150. I would deduct insurance premium of 9 and write here 9,22,050. This 9,000 I would write it as to cash and bank in insurance account. This is opening prepaid. I'll write to cash and bank 9,000. What is the entry when insurance premium is paid? Insurance premium account debit to cash. We had written expense account debit to cash. So from expense I changed it to insurance premium. Okay. This is paid from what date to what date? 1st of August this year to 31st of July next year. So there is prepaid insurance within this. How much is prepaid insurance in this? April to July. Alva. April, May, June, July. 4 months. 9,000 into 4 by 12. 3,000. Everyone understood this? We'd have to find the balancing figure and that will be expense that should be posted to P&L, but I will not do that. I will only do how much is told in the question. This is extra. This will do closing later. Once we finish everything that's given in the question, then I'll do my extra. Now extra ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You get what I'm trying to tell? Yes or no? You will sir, I know how to close it, but don't close. Don't close. Order is important. ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Remaining later. You get what I'm trying to tell? Yes. Because these two adjustments are also there. What if there is one more adjustment relating to insurance? If you close this ledger here, then you don't have space to adjust that. But if you wait, you can adjust it. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Yeah, it's like this engagement ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. Wait, order is important. Time. You get what I'm trying to do? Sorry, trying to tell? ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Order is very important. Don't skip things. ಯಾರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಮಕರಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು careful. Order is very, very important. Yeah. So wait, play the game of patience. It will always give you good results. Life will be happy. Read, yeah. Furniture and fixtures were subject to depreciation at 15% per annum WDV. We are doing it for 1 year. WDV adrenu SLM adrenu. If you are doing it for 2-3 years, then it will matter. Whatever value is given, we'll assume that to be original cost. How much depreciation? 15%. Come to the question. Come to balance sheet. In fact, how much is furniture? 1,50,000. This is original cost. This is WDV for us. On this, compute 15% depreciation and deduct it. 1,50,000 into 15%. 22,500. We'll get 1,27,500 as closing balance. This 22,500 asset reduced. Fixed asset account credit over. Debit depreciation. I should write in P&L account. So let me take you to P&L account. In P&L account, I'll make you write depreciation account 22,500. How much here? 22,500. Did you understand why I wrote 22,500 here? Is everyone clear? After this depreciation 22,500, come to the next item. Following are the balances. What balances are there? Stock 9,75,000. What stock is this? Closing stock. Where do you rate this stock? In trading account credit side and in balance sheet asset side. Let me write in my trading account on the credit side. Closing stock 9,75,000. Understood? I would write this closing stock again in my balance sheet. Shall I write in balance sheet? In balance sheet, I would write stock. How much? 9,75,000. Understood this? Paka? After stock, trade debtors 3,43,000 closing balance. Come to trade debtors account. I will write balance carried down 3,43,000. Sir, sales balance and figure. Not now, later. 3,43,000 you wrote here. Write in balance sheet also. We forgot one item. We forgot to write insurance prepaid. We should have written 343. We wrote no trade debtors. Prepaid insurance. We wrote no closing. 3,000. I forgot to write in balance sheet asset side. I'll write that also. Prepaid insurance 3,000. Illandru gottagta ittu konenalli. Don't worry. But I should have written. Sorry. Okay, now 3,000. Yes. After that, then we have outstanding expenses. 55,200. 55,200 is outstanding expense at the end of the year. In my balance sheet, I'll write on the liability side outstanding expenses 55,200. Balance sheet liability. I would write this also in my expense account. Come to expense account. Expense. Opening liability, credit side. Closing liability, which side? Very good. In my expense account on the debit side, I'll write two balance carried on 55,200. Two balance carried down 55,200. Did it make sense? After that, what do we have? Gross profit is to be maintained at 10% on total sales. Total sales ಮೇಲೆ GPS to 10%. Come to our trading account. In our trading account, we have sales, no? On that, I should put 10% to apply, arrive at my GP. How much? 10%. But I don't know sales. Credit sales ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So total sales ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So GP ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Sir, GP is balancing figure. Not in all the cases. In this question, you might find GP using sales and purchase might be found as balancing figure. Sir, how do you say that? Logic. ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. In debtors account, they have given closing balance. Sales can be found as balancing figure. In creditors account, I told you then only two items are missing. Purchase is missing, closing balance is also missing. One item miss ಆದರೆ balancing figure you can find. Two items miss ಆದರೆ you can't find. If one item is missing, you can find balancing figure. In trade creditors account, purchase is also not given, closing balance is also not given. So don't worry, you don't have to think so much. Orderly, if you go on doing, you will get the answer. So I've written so much. Now the question is over. Shall I start with the answer? Very good. Now closing balancing figures ashte. So in our trading account, we can't close and identify GP. Why? We have purchases missing. We have purchases missing, GP missing, credit sales missing. So I can't close trading account. So I can't close P&L account. If I can't close P&L account, I can't close balance sheet. Here I should add net profit, which I don't know. So keep trading P&L balance sheet pending. Come to ledger accounts one at a time. Trade creditors. There are two items missing. One is purchase, second one is closing. Two items missing, I can't find balancing figure. Skip, go to next item. If there was only one item missing, I could have found. But there are two items missing. So go to next item. Expense. Opening balance is there. Expense for the year is there. Sorry, expense paid is there. Closing balance is there. I can find P&L account. Balance of expense to be transferred to P&L account is how much? 9,77,500 minus 67,250. 9,09,750. This is the expense for the year after adjusting prepaid and outstanding. If you would have not done this ledger, no, you know what you should have done? 9,31,050 minus 9,000 plus 55,200 minus 67,500. It is irritating. And all the four items or five items what we saw, it's not there at one place. It's there at five different places. Then how do you do? It will become chances of you doing wrong is more. No, I can do because I would have done this question before. I would have done this question several times before. So I know in this question insurance premium adjustment is ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. When I do it, so I can do. What I do, you should not do. Why? In the exam question paper question, even I don't know what will come. You are seeing it for the first time. And that should be the last time also. So don't take chance, do ledger account. You understand why am I telling ledger? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Even if there is surprise, there is room for surprise to be accommodated in ledger. If you do plus minus, if there is a surprise adjustment, you don't know what to do there. You might have closed the adjustment and then you get to know that there is one more item to be adjusted. Then you should reopen that. Instead, keep the ledger open till the end and then adjust. Okay? So let me write this 9,09,750 in my P&L account debit side. Shall I? Come to P&L account. On the debit side, I'll write to expenses 9,09,750. Is that okay? Come back. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. Expense ledger is closed. Come to trade debtors. Opening is there, cash received is there, discount is there, closing is there. Only item missing is very good. Can I find sales as balancing figure? This is not cash sales, huh? This is credit sales. Tell me how much is the total here? 3172 minus 3,12,000 comes to 28,60,000. In debtors account, I have written two sales. Shall I write this in my trading account? Come on, let's go to trading account. In trading account, I'll write sales 28,60,000. Total 1,39,30,000. Sir, GP, don't find. Order, go back there. Amel barbekilige. You are in the order, no? Don't go to GP. If you go to GP, you don't know which ledger did you leave at. So go back to debtors account. Trade debtors. Come back to trade debtors. Trade debtors is over. Now come to insurance. Insurance. Opening is there, paid is there, closing is there. Identify the current year expense to be transferred to P&L, which is 9,000. In your insurance, you wrote by P&L. Come to P&L and write to insurance 9,000. All the ledgers in the order is over. Now again start from the top. You go like this and again you come right. Ila ardhak matte induk munduk hogbaraadu. Full you go to the end. Now again come back to the top. This time we'll finish everything. Trading account alli everything is there except to purchases and gross profit. Am I right? GP you can find 10% of sales. 10% of 1 crore 39 lakh 30, which is 13 lakh 93,000. Am I right? Can I find purchases balance and figure because rest of the things are there? Find purchases balance and figure. Here total is 1 crore 49 lakh 5. From that deduct 13 lakh 93 and 9 lakh 15. 1 crore 25 lakh 97,000. This is both cash purchase and credit purchase. I don't know how much is cash purchase, but I'll take cash purchase as 0. Sir, why? Very simple. If cash purchase is there, in cash account they would have given payment side. In cash account, in the payment side, is there payment for cash purchase? No. So cash purchase is 0. Sir, what if they've purchased but not paid immediately? Adinne credit purchase annadu. Correct alva. So cash purchase is 0. Okay, sir. Now tell me how much is credit purchase in that case. Same. 1 crore 25 lakh 97,000. This is balance figure. Am I right? Correct. In trading account, I wrote credit purchase as 1 crore 2597. Where do you have to write this now? Creditors account. Come to trade creditors. I'll write here purchases as 1 crore 25 lakh 97,000. Did you understand this? Now, shall I find this balance carried down? Do it. Last lecture. Very close again. 125.97 plus 757 500. Write this. Identify my trade creditors. 8 lakh. This is closing trade creditors. Write this in the balance sheet as trade creditors 8 lakh 29,000. Only item missing is net profit. GP is also closed. Write GP of 1393 here and add it with this to find my net profit as balancing figure, which would come to 440,250. Add that 440,250 to capital to find the closing capital. 7 lakh 55,250. Take the total on the liability side. 755,250 plus 55,200 plus 8 lakh 29,000. How much do we get? 16 lakh 39,450. Also check the total on the asset side. 16 lakh 39,450 and yes,